Hey YouTube, so this is going to be a little bit of a blast from the past. So this is one of our older videos that I never really cut up or posted on YouTube. So this is Gore, Virginia that we're at. If you look it up, it is the Cove Campground, and then there's like an off-road park kind of attached onto it. And typically you can only get into this off-road park when they're doing events. And the events that they specifically host are called Big Dogs. So you'll see, if you search for like Big Dogs Icebreaker, Big Dogs Main Jambo or something like that. They've got a whole series of them, but they're all big dogs and they're all like guided. However, some special Jeep clubs get access to the area like a couple times a year for a fee, of course. And I just happened to have been in one of the Jeep clubs that had that special access. So this small group of, I want to say it was like 4 or 5 Jeeps. I don't really remember how many, honestly. Maybe we can count them up when we see some of the footage. We're basically out there. I know we were restricted to less than 10, but I don't think we even had 10 Jeeps out there most of the time. So anyway, we basically had this camping weekend where we had the park to ourselves, which sounds pretty amazing. And we went out on the trails. And this was the first time that we'd ever been to Gore, and actually, to tell you the truth, it's the only time I've ever been to Gore. But with that said, we did sign up for one of the Big Dog events, the Big Dogs Icebreaker, coming up in, I think it's about a month. And you'll get to see, hopefully, the new Jeep out at Big Dogs. I don't know if, with all the stuff going on, if the event's going to get canceled or whatever. But there's going to be some newer footage of this park coming up soon, hopefully. And so this right here that we're on is a green trail. I don't know if it actually has a name or not, and I don't actually have a map of the park either, because like I was saying, typically this park is guided only. I'm sure that there are maps that exist for this park, but just normally you just don't have free reign to just like go wherever you want. So typically you'd have a guide in front of you, like taking you to where you're going. And I've never been to one of these events per se, even though I've been to the park. And typically the way the events work, from my understanding, is all the trails are ranked from like 0 to 10 or 1 to 10 or whatever. And then when you line up behind a number, and the number is representative of the difficulty. And so, if you want to go on a maximum of a difficulty of say 5, which would be like a blue, then you get the 5 line. And then the expectation is hopefully most of the day you'll be doing 5s. I mean, obviously you're going to have to do some of these green trails to get to the 5s, but that would be the expectation. And while we were there, we were doing 8s, which are blacks. They're actually considered like black 2. An 8 on the scale would be equivalent to SOB. And talking about SOB, we actually did a video for SOB, and I think we actually did the SOB trail a couple months after we did this Gore footage. And the SOB video, I'll link it in the corner. We've already posted the SOB footage, and you'll see it has the same point of view because it was shot on the same camera, which is a GoPro Hero Silver 2. So it has that whole kind of barrel or fisheye effect kind of going on, and the stabilization is kind of a little bit wonky. But anyway, so this is Gore, Virginia that we're in, and this is going to give you an idea what Virginia looks like. And other than me telling you that it's Gore, Virginia, it very much could easily be Roush, or it could be AYA or Redding. In the summer, obviously very tall trees, and there's some rocks. This is a green trail that we're on. And when I say green, like, they don't label them, like I said, green, they label them with numbers. So I guess it would make more sense to say this is like 1 to 3. And like I said, I did a video on the trail numbering coloring system. But typically, like 1, 2, 3 is green, 4, 5, 6 is blue, 7, 8, 9 is black, and then red is typically 10. And typically, if a red trail is properly designed, it should not be something that a Jeep can go over. Typically, since that's the highest level, that's typically buggy only, and typically Jeeps should struggle, on the upper blacks. So, and if you don't struggle on the flex, then obviously the trail is not rated right. So the trail that we're on right now, I believe it goes from the campground to the V-Notch trail. Like if somebody was like wondering, well, which trail is this you're on? Because you don't even know. It's like I don't know because I don't have a map and I don't have like Maprica or any kind of tracks showing me where we went back then. But I know where we're going, and we're going to the V-Notch trail because that will be the next video that we will release. It says V trail on the side, but we called it V-Notch when we were there. So maybe if there's somebody watching this that has been to Gore or that's a guide at Gore, or is named Buddy, maybe you can tell me what this trail is named, or well, even what the V trail is named and stuff. So the Gore location is near Winchester, Virginia. So that would be, you know, past Leesburg. It's in the Northern Virginia area, and it does seem a little bit expensive compared to, say, even Roush Creek or AOAA. Yeah, if I remember right, with camping included, which is kind of unfair if you include camping, but with camping included, if I remember right, like one weekend here with camping was around the same price as a AOAA season pass for the whole year. Like that sounds pretty ridiculous, but like that's it, and that's an out-of-state season pass. So it does seem a little bit pricey. I think that like the prices, and like you go look at their website, like maybe I'm wrong, it's somewhere around like maybe $20 a night for camping, and I think it's somewhere around like $40 a weekend if you're doing one of their events. So like the price basically ends up being around, like I guess for me and my wife, around $150 a weekend, price-wise. And I just happen to know this because we just paid for the event and the camping and everything for the One Big Dogs event, and that was like around the price that I remember when we were here a couple of years ago. So there are other people out here. You can see that there's ATVs. That is one thing interesting to kind of point out. This park is very ATV and motorcycle friendly, and I believe that there is a section of the park that's always open to like ATVs, motorcycles. I don't think that you have to be going to a Big Dogs event if you have like an ATV or motorcycle and you want to come out here. I think that restriction is only if you have a full-size vehicle. So we are like coming up onto where we're trying to get to, which is the V Trail, the V-Notch Trail. And we'll probably post a video on just the campground itself and some of our experiences. I don't have a whole lot of video, but I do have some pictures that I can share in a video maybe or something like that if you want to see the other areas. So anyway, please like and subscribe like always, and obviously when the other parks open up again, we'll try to share with you guys some more current footage of the new Jeep. So thank you.